டேலண்ட் ஃபேவர்ஸ் பிரேவ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. பட் அப்படி அமையறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். டேலண்ட் இருந்தா லக் இருக்காது, லக் இருந்தா பேஷன்ஸ் இருக்காது, பேஷன்ஸ் இருந்தா கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்காது. பட் டேலண்ட், லக், பேஷன்ஸ், பியூட்டி, கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ்னு எல்லாமே ஒரு யுக்தியா வச்சிருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பர்சன்ட் தான் இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பேச போறோம். மூவி ஷூட்டிங், அதனுடைய ரிலீசஸ், ப்ரொமோஷன்ஸ்னு தொடர்ச்சியா ஓடிட்டே இருக்கக்கூடிய அவங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையில இருந்து ஒரு சின்ன பாஸ் எடுத்து அவங்களே அவங்கள திரும்பி பார்த்து பேசினா, கேள்வி கேட்டா என்ன கேட்பாங்க, என்ன பேசுவாங்க பாப்போமா? கேரள எக்ஸ்பிரஷன்ஸ் இப்படிக்கு சித்தி இத்னானி. வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கேன், நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
சூப்பர்.
தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச் ஃபார் கம்மிங். நாங்கள் வந்து ஐ திங்க் 2 or 3 days அது நடக்கணும்னு இருந்தது. ப்ராபப்ளி இன்னைக்கு வந்து we're destined to be hereன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அண்ட் இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி a very happy ride and I really hope உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒரு ஃபீல் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. We'll start with ரெட்டு தலை. ஸோ எப்படி வந்திருக்கு படம்? How excited are you for the film?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I know 2 நாள் ஆயிடுச்சு. We were planning and we were trying to do, but like you said, it's destiny. ஒரு 2 hours வண்டியில உட்காரு. I was tired, but Anna, I was like, I was so pumped to come and have this conversation with you. So thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure.
Speaking about ரெட்டு தலை, I think வெந்து தனந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் 3 years ஆயிடுச்சு. So, and at that time I realized that, it's extremely important to keep doing work. Kandipa, you have to be choosy, you have to have a lot of your patience, 100% you need to have. Anna, you should be open to doing different characters and different roles.
Absolutely.
Ore oru mindset is not good to have in cinema industry. So adha I think VTK apram na oru Kadar Bhasha padam panniten. It was fully based in the Ur side. Kovalpattila 3 maas poyi we had shot over there and completely different from my character. Apram I was again waiting for the right script to come my way because I wanted to make sure that ivlo oru level ku apram I have received so much of love, so much of oru anbu respect enakku edukare audiences. So I was very keen that I have to give them something which is really gripping and really கொஞ்சம் different. And அந்த டைம்ல ரெட்டு தலை என் கூட வந்தாரு. சாரியா இப்போ தமிழ் கொஞ்சம்
இல்ல பரவாயில்ல. I'm very glad நீங்க தமிழ்ல பேசுறதுக்கு எவ்வளோ எஃபர்ட் எடுத்து அது அழகாவும் பேசுறீங்க. சின்ன சின்ன எரர்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் அழகா இருக்கு.
ப்ளீஸ் சாரியா guys. So அந்த டைம்ல it came to me and Chris Thirukumaran sir, நம்ம director, he was ஒரு one line சொல்லிட்டாங்க that it is the driving force, படத்தோட driving force இது பொண்ணு ஆந்திரே, என்னோட கேரக்டரோட பேர். She is the driving force of this film and because of the love that she has for Kali or the love that she has probably to reach ஒரு லெவல்ல life because she's seen a lot of poverty, she's gone through a lot of pain in her life and she doesn't want to settle over there. She wants to reach a certain level and to reach there she's okay to go through any obstacle in life. Now in the quality ke enoda personal life oda I could really resonate because I also feel like that I am an extremely strong individual. I feel like I'm extremely ambitious. So adha I was like, what, it's interesting. And to work with, of course, Arun Vijay sir, to work with BTG Universal, it was a very different, very new and yet very exciting opportunity. So yeah, that's how it came to me and that's how I took upon it.
எனக்கு ஒரு படம் பார்க்கும்போது வாட் எக்ஸைட்ஸ் மீ த மோஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு கேட்டால் அந்த கதாபாத்திரம் ஏதாவது நம்மளால ரிலேட் பண்ணிக்க முடிஞ்சதுன்னா ஐம் சீயிங் மீ அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபீல் வரும். ஐ திங்க் மோஸ்ட்லி அதுக்காக தான் நம்ம படமும் பண்ணுறோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ இந்த கேரக்டரில் ஆடியன்ஸ் ரிலேட் ஆகக்கூடிய எலிமெண்ட்ஸாக என்ன இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க?
I think Andre is the Generation Z, Gen Z oda ponnu. And for them, it's just black and white. Like in between gray matter madri ille.
Okay.
They are very particular about what they want in life and they don't settle. Namakku konjo we are little shy, we are little conscious about whether we want something and we will not be able to really vocalize it to the person that we want to say it to. But Gen Z girls, they are at a level, they are like, what, I want this, I like you, I want to break up with you. அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப brave. ஆமா, clarity இருக்கிற. They have a lot of very clear about everything generally in life. So that quality really, I could relate with. And I thought that maybe the audiences also can relate with this particular girl, because she actually her mom is a French lady and her father was a fisherman from Pondicherry. Anna, she lost them at a very young age, so she only lives with her party. And ipo she's working as a waitress in Pondicherry, but she's very ambitious. She doesn't want to be just a waitress. She wants to reach a certain level, and she's seen that panam romba mukyam life la நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில it is the most important, probably if not the most important, it is extremely important to live a good life, and that's what she wants. So I could really feel that, this kind of a girl in this era could probably relate with a lot of audiences.
அண்ட் இது வரைக்கும் உங்களோட பார்க்கும்போது ஒரு ஆக்ட்ரஸ் ஆக பார்த்துருக்கோம், நிறைய கதாபாத்திரங்கள் நீங்கள் ப்ளே பண்ணி பார்த்துருக்கோம். பட் ஹூ இஸ் ஷீ பிஹைண்ட் த கேமரா அப்படிங்கிறத பார்க்கணுங்கிறதா இந்த கான்வர்சேஷனுடைய ஒரு ஐடியா அப்படின்னு கூட சொல்லலாம். நீங்கள் வந்து மகாராஷ்டிராலேருந்து இங்கே வந்திருக்கீங்க இல்லையா? இப்போது ஆக்டிங் சூஸ் பண்ணதுக்கான காரணம் என்ன?
ஆக்சுவலி என்னோட அம்மா ஆல்சோ ஆக்ட்ரஸ்.
ஓகே.
ஆமாம், நிறைய மக்களுக்கு தெரியல இது விஷயம், பட் ஷீஸ் அ டெலிவிஷன் ஆக்டர், ஹிந்தி டெலிவிஷன் ஆக்டர். ஸோ சின்ன வயசோட I've grown up watching her, and இது ஒரு parallel world மாதிரி இருக்கு. Like we have our own lives, ரொம்ப boring, ரொம்ப நார்மலா routine. Anna, when you come in front of the camera, there is a different universe. It's a different world altogether. And I was extremely, awestruck by it. It fascinated me, and I think I always had it in me that I want to be something which makes me feel good about my job. எனக்கு ஒரு 9 to 5 Mari job also, if I had to do ever in life, I think I would have given my 100%. Anna, my heart always was in cinema. And luckily my mom, dad both were extremely happy about the fact that I chose this. Anna, they told me that oru degree romba mukyam. Degree finish panakapram you can get into whatever you decide. I think almost
alla parents are romba specific.
Education is a must.
Very important. Yeah.
So I think that's how my journey started.
Okay.
I think kandipa all my credit goes to amma. Ammakkaga inki I am who I am.
ஓகே. இப்போ என்ன சொல்றாங்க? இப்போ நீங்க இந்த படங்கள்லாம் பண்றது of course அவங்களுக்கு லாங்குவேஜ் புரியுமா?
இல்ல.
பட் ஆனா கண்டிப்பா உங்களுடைய சீன்ஸ் எல்லாம் பாப்பாங்கல்ல, அப்ப என்ன சொல்றாங்க?
எப்படி ஃபீல் பண்றாங்க? அம்மா இஸ் என்னோட மோஸ்ட் பிகெஸ்ட் ஒரு கிரிட்டிக்.
Okay. Almost all the mummies, yeah.
All the mummies
constructive ah irupanga.
She will always keep telling me to keep doing better. Namakku yana we can't settle.
Yeah.
Settle aite downfall ku start point aito. So I feel like you have to keep doing it, and you need somebody nama family ke nama family ulle who can come and tell us that this is right, this is wrong, and mari panikara okay ipo next konjo vere mari try panna. So she keeps guiding me, and ipo sila time la I'll tell her that amma please konja compliment kodunga.
Okay.
oru vaati enakku compliment venum, but she's like, see, the whole world is there to compliment you. I am the one who will tell you where you are wrong. So
how beautiful.
I said that okay, fine. I'm very relaxed and content. If she doesn't like something, I'm more than happy because she's giving me constructive criticism.
Right.
So next time எனக்காக கொஞ்சம் பெட்டரா இருக்கும்.
நீங்க பேசும்போது ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா ஒரு விஷயம் சொன்னீங்க. கேமரா முன்னாடி வரும்போது அது வேற ஒரு உலகம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. When did you realize? When was that point that you decided, oh, this is really fascinating for me அப்படிங்கறது எப்போ டிசைட் பண்ணீங்க?
I think theater timeல நான் ஒரு தியேட்டர் பேக்ரவுண்ட் பண்ணிக்காரு, அண்ட் ஐ திங்க் அந்த டைம்லே ஐ ஹேட் ஒரு 102 103 degree fever, and I had like major blisters in my throat and all of that. And எனக்கு நிஜமாவே ஒரு என்னோட throat ரொம்ப sensitive. Even the other day that's what happened. But that's when I realized that வேற எதுவுமே job I would have probably called in for a sick leave. I would have probably said that நான் உடம்பு சரியில்லை, ஸோ இன்னைக்கு ஐ கான்ட் கம் டு ஒர்க் அந்த மாதிரி. Anna, that day, even though 102-degree fever, I went onto stage and it was the best performance of my life. So on the time I realized Panate, that if in spite of sickness, in spite of being so unwell, the willingness and the joy to go on stage and perform, I think this is it for me. And the Mariuru, this is it feeling irukilla life la, that this is my calling. And that's when I realized that okay,
ஓகே
theater, cinema, acting எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். ஆக்டிங்காக நான் எதுவுமே பண்ணும். So let's go ahead and explore this avenue.
Okay. Who is that one person that you look up to from your childhood probably? And இப்போ கூட, if you have choices.
I think அம்மா.
Okay.
கண்டிப்பாக அம்மா அப்பா ரெண்டுமே. ஆனால் I always saw அம்மா பேலன்ஸ் ஒரு பர்சனல் லைஃப் அண்ட் ப்ரொஃபஷ்னல் லைஃப் ரெண்டுமே. ஷீ நெவர் இதே ஒரு முக்கியமான சப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்குது, ப்ரொஃபஷ்னல் லைஃப் கேன் கோ ஆன் அ பேக் ட்ராக், அந்த மாதிரி இல்லை. ஷி காட் மேரிட் அட் த ரைட் ஏஜ், ஷி ஹேட் மீ அட் த ரைட் ஏஜ். almost 10 years kaga she had taken a break from acting because she said that she has to be with me to raise me up. And the minute she saw that I am capable, takne she went back and she started working. So Ippada, she runs the entire house. Everything happens after my amma calls, and still she gives her 14 hours, 16 hours in her work profession. So for me, she is the biggest inspiration.
Okay. As an actor, do you think இப்போ நான் பிரேக் எடுக்கணும்னு நினைச்சாலும் என்னால் எடுக்க முடியும் அப்படிங்கிற ஃப்ரீடம் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களா? Will you be able to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I really doubt because, you know, once you have entered in the beautiful world of acting, ஒரு addiction மாதிரி இருக்கு. You're so addicted of being on set. I love, எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் that I am on set, I'm around so many people, I am constantly speaking cinema, I'm constantly
breathing cinema. I think last 1 week எங்கெங்கயோ போயிட்டு full travel இல்ல?
And not once have I felt ஐயோ என்ன நான் பண்றேன். I did not feel that. I am most excited. Daily I am excited to wake up, get ready, meet people, talk about cinema. எனக்கு ரொம்ப passion இருக்கு. And I think I'm blessed that I'm getting to do what I love. So break மாதிரி I can't even think of.
நிறைய பேஷன் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்கல்ல, எனக்கு எப்பயுமே தோணும் நமக்கு ரொம்ப பசிக்கும் போது கரெக்டான சாப்பாடு கிடைக்கலன்னா அது ரொம்ப ஒரு மாதிரி பண்ணுவோம்ல, அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு என்னைக்காச்சும் லைஃப்ல ஃபீல் ஆயிருக்கா?
ஆமாம், ஐ திங்க் வெந்து தனந்தது காடு எனக்காக ஒரு அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன். பிகாஸ் வெந்து தனந்தது காடுக்கு முன்னாடி ஐ டிட் ஒரு ஒன் ஃபிலிம் கால் 100 கோடி வானவல் வித் சசி சார். இப்போதான் ரிலீஸ் ஆகலை. அண்ட் அந்த படம்ல இட் வாஸ் டியூரிங் த கோவிட் டைம். அண்ட் ஒரு ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 4-5 மாதம் ஐ வாஸ் இன் சென்னை. ஒரு வீடு நான் எடுத்துட்டேன், இது வலசரவாக்கம் ஏரியாவில்.
ஓகே.
ஆமாம், for 6 months I was there in COVID, peak COVID டைமில். And I was learning the language, I was learning my dialogues. Daily we used to work for around 10, 12,
You're talking
14
about
hours.
when
100 கோடி வானவல்.
100 கோடி வானவல்.
So அதுதான் என்னோட first film.
That was supposed to be your debut. That was
supposed to be my debut film. It was with Harish Kalyan. And I think I gave it my all to that film. I gave everything. Every inch of my being is in that film. And ippoda film release agale. So that was the biggest heartbreak that I've had in my life. Nama, we will think that boys break our hearts. No. Sometimes the profession breaks your heart in such a manner that it's very difficult to recover from it. So on the time when I realized that the film is not releasing for whatsoever reasons, I was rumbo disheartened. That என்ன அந்த மாதிரி சினிமா ஏன் நான் என்னோட ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் போட்டாச்சு, why is this happening to me? ஆனால் சில விஷயம் is not in our control. Circumstances you can't control. And on the time I thought that, you know what, let it be. I'm going back to my education. நான் என்னோட டிகிரிக்கு
Decided to give up.
I almost decided to give up. And on the time VTK happened. So you can imagine, just when you think that you're this close to giving up, God gives you, the most beautiful debut. That maybe my debut was supposed to be VTK. Maybe my debut was not supposed to be Nuru Kodi Vanavel. So I think in life, certain things happen for certain reasons. And how you spoke about the hunger and on the right time, when you get the food that you crave the most, that was VTK for me.
Yeah. And I strongly believe ஒவ்வொரு ஆர்ட் ஃபார்ம் வந்து நம்ம பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும்போது ஏதோ ஒரு பார்ட் ஆஃப் ஆர் செல்ஃபில் we get ourselves healedங்கிற மாதிரி எனக்கு ஒரு ஃபீலிங் எப்பயுமே இருக்கும். I do this job not because I love the job, but also it serves a lot of peace and inner happiness. அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு what part of you is healing through acting?
I think my overall being. I am a much better person when I am on a movie set. Nijamave.
Okay.
Like when I'm in Bombay, the timetable, I'll tell you, I'll wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Eating schedule nalla ille. I will probably not take care of my hair, my skin. Rumba lazy aite Bombay le. Takane, you put me on a movie set, I'm so active. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Na gym ku poi set, I will go. I will be there. I will kill it on work. So that for me is the biggest, I think feeling that I'm so much happier here. I'm so much better here, and I'm meant to be here. So yeah.
Okay. What fuels your passion? Do you think it's a recognition that you get for your roles or better roles each day?
See, if I have to be honest with you, definitely the recognition does matter. It's like a validation that you perform something and you get the reciprocation from the audiences. You get that, reward for your hard work. So definitely that inspires us to do better and better. So I'm sure a lot of people will tell you that it's the other way around. But honestly, the drive is kandipa from the love that we get from the audiences.
ஓகே சி சிதி ஐ ஃபீல் நீங்கள் மகாராஷ்டிராலேருந்து இங்கே வந்திருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா யூ வுட் ஹேட் லாட் ஆஃப் சாய்ஸஸ். தமிழ் தான் சூஸ் பண்ணுங்கிற எந்த கட்டாயமும் இல்லை. நிறைய இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் இருக்குது, நிறைய லாங்குவேஜஸ் இருக்குது. வாட் மேட் யூ டு சூஸ் தமிழ்?
I think Tamil chose me. Nijamave. I think idhukku munnadi I did almost 3 films in Telugu. And at the time I did not have the seriousness. It was only because of fame. It was only the driving force was probably fame. It was probably the money. It was probably the fact that, okay, I'm free. Let's go and be a part of this film. Anna, during Nuru Kodi Vanavel, and I think during the podcast, I might keep going back to Nuru Kodi Vanavel because it is perhaps the most life-changing moment for me. Like personally, professionally, in every aspect. Like that particular timeline in my life has made me who I am today. So I owe everything to that particular film and everybody associated with that film. So on the time I realized that this is not easy. Cinema is not easy at all. Acting is not easy at all. And if the driving force, if the reason why you're here is fame and money, then please go away. That's going to be extremely short-lived. You might get your money, you might get your fame, Anna. The longevity might not be there in life. That will only come if you have genuine love and dedication towards this particular craft. So that is how everything changed in my life.
You're a big fan of love stories.
I love love stories, but I also like mythology. And mythology romba pudikkum. Adu favorite subject, history. And if not a love story, I think it would be mythology. But I can't put a mythology of my own life.
Okay.
Other than love stories.
பட் ஆனால் எனக்கு லவ் ஸ்டோரி அப்படின்னாலே சின்ன வயசுல நிறைய படங்கள் பார்த்துருக்கேன், எஸ்பெஷலி இன் தமிழ். செல்லுன்னு ஒரு காதல், வினை தாண்டி வருவாயா, இதெல்லாம் என்னோட ஃபேவரட். ஸோ இஃப் ஹேவ் டு கிவ் மீ அ லிஸ்ட், இது கண்டிப்பாக போய் பாருங்க அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் சஜஸ்ட் பண்ண மாதிரி இருந்தேன்னா இமீடியட்டாக உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் ஒரு லவ் ஸ்டோரினா இட் கேன் மீன் எனி லாங்குவேஜ் ப்ராபப்ளி.
தென் ஐ திங்க் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் 96, என்னோட மோஸ்ட் ஃபேவரட் ஃபிலிம். அப்புறம் ராஜா ராணி ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்
எனக்கும்.
ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி நைஸ். யூனோ ஒரு பாஸ்ட் இருக்கு எல்லாமே, எல்லாருமே ஒரு பாஸ்ட் இருக்கு, அண்ட் ஹவ் தட் யூனோ பாஸ்ட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் டிரான்ஸ்லேட்ஸ் யூ டு யுவர் ப்ரெசென்ட். I think I really liked it. And so well. I think all of them. And Atlee Sir, I love Atlee Sir's movie anyway. So கண்டிப்பா ராஜா ராணி இருக்கிற லிஸ்ட்ல.
இந்த மூணு இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி ஒரு ஹிட் லிஸ்ட் மாதிரி. இப்போ ஒரு சீன் நடிச்சிருப்போம், திருப்பி போய் ஒரு ஒன் மோர் கேட்டு நல்லா பண்ணிருப்போம். அது வந்து தியேட்டர்ல பார்க்கும்போது அது அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சீன் ஞாபகம் இருக்கா?
யா, வீட்டுக்கேல அந்த scene you remember when Muthu comes back to see Pavai after கொஞ்ச நேரமுக்கு அப்புறம் Muthu he comes and Pavai is கொஞ்சம் busy and there is this one look that she gives. That was for me, I think Gautam sir has also said that is one of his most favorite moments of Pavai. Because there was a certain kind of who is this person? He doesn't look like what I used to know him. And on the time I remember that I didn't like the way it had been taken, and I had gone to sir and I request pannite that sir, can we do it one more time? Enakku konja different mari na try pandren. So he said, okay, sure. And he's always given so much of freedom like to his actors. Cool, the coolest of the cool people that I have ever known. And he was like, okay, sorry, okay, we'll go for one more. Yeah, sure, Siddhi, let's go for one more. And I did it. And when I saw it in the theaters, I was like, oh, yeah, thank God I asked.
I made it. That's nice. Okay. Let's imagine Siddhi is writing a journal to herself. So, சில questions நான் throw பண்றேன். அதில் வந்து கல்யாணி கேட்கறதா நினச்சிக்காதீங்க. Of course, I cannot mimic your voice. I'm not so good at it, but I'll try, okay? So, I'll throw questions at you. அந்த questions-க்கு நீங்கள் உங்களுக்கே பதில் சொல்லிக்கிட்டா என்னவா இருக்கும், என்ன எழுதுவீங்க உங்களுடைய ஜேர்னலில் அப்படின்னு கேட்கணும்னு ஆசையாக இருக்குது. ஓகே, லைஃப்பில் நிறைய பியூட்டி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது. இந்த பியூட்டி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ஸ் என்னைக்காச்சும் சித்தி அவர்களை அஃபெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கா?
I think every individual is unique in its own way. And VTK apram, I think now konja weight put on pannite. And again, after some time, I lost it. Because that happened only and only because I wanted to gain weight and I wanted to lose weight. I don't have a standard set in my mind that just because this is a mold mari irukku, so I don't have to fit into that mold. I have to make my own life. I have to make my own journey. And if sometimes I'll have a pimple on my face, then that's okay. Sometimes if my face is looking konja bloated because I've not slept for like 3 nights in a row, I've had like a long day, that's also okay. அதுதான் நம்ம ஒரு ஹியூமன்ஸில் we can't expect beauty standards every time. We can't expect a certain standard of beauty every time. Like, we need to be understanding of the fact that I'm a human and so are you. And today might not be a good day for you. It might be a good day for me. So for me, it's always been very clear that if I have a pimple and if I have a shoot, I will still go on shoot. If I'm looking konja oru, fatter than what I was yesterday, that's okay. That's my body. Day after, I'll be fine again. So, and the confidence I've always had in my life, even as a child. So, I don't think it affects me as much.
Okay. Siddhi, what did cinema teach you?
Cinema gave me purpose in life. Cinema has made me the person that I am. And I think it is my calling. And I'm so glad that I found it at the right age. Too soon also would have been a problem. Too late also would have been a problem. So it came to me at the time when I needed it the most.
Okay.
So it's become my entire world. I can give up on anything for cinema.
சினிமாவில் இப்போ இருக்கீங்க, உங்களுடைய பிக்கெஸ்ட் ஃபியர் இன் சினிமானா என்ன சொல்வீங்க?
Biggest fear, I think, would be ஒரு complacency. Like, I don't want to ever wake up one morning and not be excited to go to work. I'm scared of that feeling because it makes me so happy. I don't want to reach a point where it doesn't make me happy. Because every situation life it'll give you a excitement up until a certain point. Apro there is oru level. It becomes set. It becomes routine. And I'm very scared that I don't ever want cinema to become routine for me.
Okay.
I just want to be excited every day. I want to be able to do new things every day. But that's the beauty. No 2 days in this world are the same.
Yeah.
Like today I'm on a different set, tomorrow I'm on a different set. Today I'm doing a particular scene, tomorrow I'm doing a different scene. So I have chosen this career because of that. So I just hope it never becomes relaxed for me.
லைஃப்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய பிக்கெஸ்ட் ஃபியர்னா?
I think kandipa to lose your loved ones. That probably for me is extremely scary. I haven't thought about it and I don't even acknowledge the thought when it comes to my head. I'm just like, no, verena and the mari. So I think that probably would be the only scariest part in my life.
Okay. Have you ever experienced that?
I did with my grandfather. I kind of am somebody who moves on quickly by keeping myself busy. I'll do something so that that thought doesn't come into my mind. Until date when I sit alone, sometimes that thought comes and I'm like, I haven't really healed completely from it. So I'm scared that if it again happens in life, I don't know how I'll be able to tackle it. So let's see, I'm not thinking too much about it.
Yeah. Let's dive into the next question. Yeah. இப்போ வந்து உங்களை ஒரு ஆக்ட்ரஸாக பார்க்குறோம் இல்லை? ஸோ சித்தி இஸ் அன் ஆக்ட்ரஸ், பட் வாட் இஸ் பியாண்ட்? உங்களை வந்து ஆக்ட்ரஸ் இல்லாமல் லேபிள் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா என்னவாக பண்ணலாம்?
Deep question. Now I know it feels like therapy. I think I can't imagine myself as anything else. When I'm not in cinema, I'm thinking about cinema. When I'm not doing movies, I'm thinking about going on a set. I'm manifesting it constantly on a daily basis. So if I have to probably think of it in a way that what am I when I'm not an actress, I think ஒரு normal life I lead in Bombay. I have like 5 friends. That's it. I don't keep a lot of friends because I feel like your core should be friends from childhood. Yeah. 5 I'm konja kammi na solra, but I think around 10 friends I have. 10 friends is all that I have. So I keep meeting them and ipo all of them are in different countries. So we don't have a lot of time together. So I'll just be chilling at home, relaxing and waiting to be on set. So I honestly don't know what I am. I think that's a good question. I think I should think about it.
You have to.
I have to.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yes, it has. I think a lot of people don't know about this, but even before Nuru Kodi Vanavel, I had come to Tamil industry for one film. Okay, I don't know if I should talk about the producer, but he's done a couple of films, and there was this beautiful script, and the director had really liked my work in one of my previous Telugu films, and he had called me that I think this role will fit you and the Mari. 15 days kaga I was in Chennai and I was doing the homework. I was learning my dialogues. Everything was done. One day before the photo shoot, this producer he tells me that you're not fit for the role.
Straight on face. Actually, he didn't tell me. He didn't have the guts to tell me directly. He told my manager at the time that no, she's not fit. We'll go for someone else. And I was like, it's been 15 days. You've seen me on a daily basis. I have worked so hard every single day. I have given an audition and I have come here. And now you're realizing that I'm not good. And on the time there was no money also promised. It was very like, I was like, okay, I'm getting a break in Tamil industry. That's more than enough. I'm okay to do it for nothing. And when he told me that, it shattered me completely. And on the time also எனக்கு பயங்கரமா confidence இருக்கு, because I was just like, excuse me, who the hell is he to think that it's okay that 15 days late. Okay, if you didn't like me, tell me on day 1, tell me on day 2. Don't waste my time.
don't waste your time, surely, but don't waste my time either. Because 15 days later, if you're coming and telling me that now you think I'm not good enough, then what's the point? And I went and I asked him, I said, sorry, no problem. Is there any problem with me? What happened? Somebody told me that you don't want me in this film anymore. And that time he couldn't make eye contact with me. He couldn't say it in my eyes that, sorry, ma, we're going with another option. I went back home and I have cried. I was, I think, 17, 18.
Teenage.
Ama. And that was my first experience. So I was just like, why did this happen to me? Why? Andamari. I'm so tempted to tell you who this person was. Maybe I'll tell you after.
Off the cam. But I badly wanted to know, இப்போ அவர் உங்களுடைய ஃபிலிம்ஸா கண்டிப்பா பார்த்திருக்காருல, பார்த்திருப்பாரு கண்டிப்பா.
No, so that happened. And then what? I went back home. I cried. I howled. And on the time I met some really beautiful people who I'm still working with. The director of the film is going to direct my next film, and it's going to be a female-oriented film.
Okay.
So he had promised me in Tamil.
Oh, okay.
So he had promised me that, you know what, I'm going to give you a really beautiful script, and he is giving me. So after certain time, like after Nuru Kodi happened, after VTK happened, I went back to that producer's office, and I was like, sir, do you think I'm good enough now?
You just went there to ask this?
Yeah. I told you I have very level confidence.
Thug life moment in சொல்றாங்க. I think that's truly it.
And no, it wasn't something on the lines of, do you think I'm good enough now? I went ahead and I was like, thank you so much for rejecting me, sir. I wouldn't have reached here if it wasn't for your rejection. And oh my God, it was the highlight of my life. I was just like, this is it. Life comes a full circle. And he's not working anymore. He is. He had a lot of problems with producing films, and all of those things happened. So he's not working anymore. But I mean, all love and respect to everyone. There is no hard feelings. But it just made me realize that everything happens in life for a reason. Like the rejections, if that rejection would have never happened, I would have never got a film like VTK. I would have not been sitting here in front of you. Maybe I would have vanished after that one film. So it's like, I love my God. I feel like he's there for me no matter what. And every bad thing that happens will somehow turn into a good thing for me. So that was my rejection, yeah.
Okay. Self-love, உங்க லைஃப்ல எந்த அளவுக்கு உங்களை
அதுதான் நான் சொல்லிட்டேன், right? With that particular...
Personally,
I think எனக்கு there is no hard feelings ever. I do not have the time, I don't have the energy to keep any hard feelings for anybody, because that will affect me. And why should I affect it? Like, let it affect me. I told you, like, I have too much of love for myself. I have too much of, like, I'm so happy with who I am as an individual that if somebody does me wrong, I'll probably cut that person off completely. But I will never have any harsh feelings. I will never wish ill for anybody, because I feel karma comes back to you. If I wish ill for you today, somewhere, somehow it will come back to me. And I don't want that to happen to myself. So I'm just like, okay, you did me bad. Bye, tata. God bless you.
Okay. ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்பில் ஐ கேன் see you with a lot of clarity. பட் உங்களுடைய ஜேர்னலில் இஃப் தேர் இஸ் ஒன் கொஸ்டின் ஆஸ்கிங் யூ, ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்பில் தெளிவாக இந்த ஒரு விஷயம் மட்டும் நம்ம எப்பயுமே கரெக்டாக இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் யோசிக்கக்கூடியது எது அப்படின்னு கேட்டால் உங்களுடைய பதில் இப்போ என்னவாக இருக்கும்?
Relationship, like or love relationship. For me, I think respect. Mutual respect, I think, rumba mukhyam, because respect and I think space also. I feel like both the entities have to be able to be happy individually. And like I said in my previous answer, that if you love yourself enough, you're very happy and content with everybody else in your life, especially your partner, because it's not a vanavil mari ille every day. There's going to be thunders, there's going to be rainfall, there's going to be like floods. So you can't expect beauty every day. There has to be certain, downfalls, and I feel like that's also okay. So I think space, Kandipa, is very, very important.
Respect and space.
Respect and space. for sure. Respect, because you need to have mutual respect for each other,
Yeah.
each other's profession, each other's families. Nama, as girls, we leave our family behind and we go into somebody else's household. Does the boy also have equal amount of respect for our parents? Does he have that care for our parents? That's also very important, because we are leaving everything aside and we are going into that person's house. So
Yeah.
the least we expect is that kind of reciprocation towards our parents. And space, because I need my space. I love my alone time. I'm only child. You're an only child?
No,
You have
I have a sibling.
So you I've been alone all my life. So I love that space. Now suddenly if somebody's coming into that space of mine, I become extremely like, oh, you know, because when you're living with someone, it becomes like almost you're sharing the room with your best friend, Mari.
Yeah.
You're sharing a room how you would share with your brother or your sister. There's another person in a different form completely, but he's still in your space. And I don't like that. I'm like, okay, I need a little bit, like you do you, I'll do me. So that for me is
And
very
it takes
important.
some time for you.
It takes some time.
Yeah. I think for all the only child in the house, அவங்க எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து இது ரிலேட் ஆகும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இல்ல அவங்களுக்கு இது கொஞ்சம் டிஃபிகல்ட்டா தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ செல்ஃப் லவ் பத்தி சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க. பட் செல்ஃப் லவ் உங்களுக்கு செட் பண்ண பவுண்டரியாக நீங்க என்ன பாக்குறீங்க?
Disrespect. I think I would not take anybody's disrespect. I would we'll create one border or outline mari that beyond this it is not acceptable. Up until you don't piss me off, I'm okay. I'll be there in your life. Anna, the minute you piss me off, I'll just cut you off. It's very and I'm a Capricorn. So Capricorns are known for that.
I'm a Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn. See?
Yeah. So I'll share something off the screen. Ipa camera la oru but I'll tell you off the screen.
Yeah. We're so good at cutting off people. Like the minute you disrespect us, or the minute you're like, this is it. அந்த மாதிரி.
ஓகே, நீங்க சிரிக்கிறதெல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது ஏதோ ஒரு இடத்துல ஏதோ ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் நடந்தது உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் வர மாதிரி இருக்கு.
பரவாயில்ல, I'll tell you later.
But Siddhi, do you believe that you're waiting for the right timing for a relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the right things will happen at the right time, and the right person will come into my life at the right time. Maybe he's already there. I don't know.
நிறைய சினிமா பாப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm in a very happy space.
Okay.
So
you love being single then?
Who said I'm single?
What are you saying, man?
I may be not.
Okay. இப்போ நான் எதுவுமே கேட்க வர கூடாது.
So much I've given you of my life.
That's it. அதனால நானும் கொஞ்சம் டீசென்ட்டா அந்த லைன் எப்படி. But off the cam கண்டிப்பா அது என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறேன்.
Definitely.
Maybe not. இப்போ this point in time, no சொல்றது எவ்வளவு important நீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்க?
Oh, it's so important. It's so important. Especially நம்ம girls-க்கு to be able to say no when you don't want certain things, it's very important. Because நம்ம ஒரு conditioning irukku. We're conditioned to say yes to certain things, like okay, you know, to your husband, your in-laws, work kuda. It becomes like, okay sir, okay, we will do it. And you know, we have this thing that okay, as a mother, as my mom, I can understand as her daughter that even though she was tired, or you know, long day ku apram, I have gone to her and I'm like, amma enakku idu paratha venu, or I want dosa venu, she would still say yes. And yeah, she has the right to say no.
Yeah.
She's tired. Right? Like, it's okay sometimes as women to say no.
And I think as women, we are tired emotionally.
Emotionally, we are drained.
எல்லாமே எல்லா பக்கமும். But we've never practiced to say no.
Never.
Very lately, we're talking about how to say no, when to say no.
Yeah.
And please say no.
Exactly. I'm not saying no, say no every time. That's not what I'm preaching. I'm just preaching that when it's rumbo important, learn to say no. It's okay, because everybody is going to have 100 expectations off of you. You can't deliver. You will exhaust yourself completely. Don't be in that position. And this is the most basic example, like how we take our mothers for granted because they say yes to us every time, is the same way that we take women for granted because they have a habit, they have a conditioning to say yes to a lot of things. So that kandipa, as girls, we need to know when to say no, and it's very important.
Okay. When was the last time that you said no for something, personally and professionally?
Gifted me my passion back, 2025, because professionally it's been a very beautiful year. I've had one film in Hindi, I've had one release in Gujarati, and ipo end of the year I'm finishing it with Rettatala, and at the same time I have signed another 3 films for the next year in Tamil. So that is a very very exciting. எனக்கு ஐ திங்க் ஒரு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு என்ன, that if I'm taking a flight, okay, and already if my next flight is booked, I am very happy.
Okay.
Because எனக்கு traveling ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். So if I feel like today I'm going to Chennai, அப்புறம் day after I'm going to Coimbatore, I'm very happy today because I know that I'm taking this flight. ஆனா இன்னொரு flight என்னோட already book ஆயிடுச்சு.
So I think end of this conversation, I'm able to understand excitement fuels your passion more.
Yeah. I'm like a hyper bunny. So the fact that I have another 3 films ready to be shot next year, I think I'm very, very slated for 2026 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So professionally, 2025 has been amazing. Personally too, 2025 has been really, really beautiful. I think I couldn't have asked for a better year.
Yeah. What did you gift yourself this year?
Oh, so much. I gifted myself a lot of bags. எனக்கு bags ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். So I gifted that to myself. I gifted what else? Yeah, I gifted a lot. I gifted a house to myself a few years ago, and recently we've shifted into that house. So that again was a very beautiful new chapter life. So yeah, it's been a good year.
Okay. We keep transitioning over year. So 2025 personal transformation ஆக என்ன இருந்திருக்கு உங்களுக்கு?
Personal transformation, I think in 2025 எனக்கு ஒரு realization வந்துரு that I have to also work out physically. Because இப்போதான் I was like I said, I was chilling, and jeans kaga, vice kaga, I was pretty chill, I wasn't putting on weight, my skin was looking good at every time, my hair was looking fabulous. Ana 2025 I realized that this is not going to work in the long run. And now working out strength training start pannite, and I think that was life changing, because that's when I realized that this is actually fun. Working out physically kandipa oru romba mukkiyamaana, ana mentally also it makes me very peaceful. It gives me that it happy hormones mari it kandipa elevates.
A good start for a day.
Yeah. So that was one different thing that happened in 2025. I became serious about my physical health also.
Okay. I'm really manifesting 2026 I should get that thought. I've been planning to do this for a while. Ana ade laziness da enakku irukku.
No, but it happens automatically. Whatever, how much ever people speak, until and unless it comes from within, nothing is going to work in life. And especially for Capricorns, like people may be saying 100 things to you, go work out, do this, do that, but unless and until
we have to feel that.
100%.
Nanu romba nala I'm just trying to fuel myself. Eppudiyada poide
it'll happen. It's pretty life changing. So whenever it happens, you will start feeling good, and once it feels good, you will keep doing it.
2026 I'm really wishing that it happen. Anyways, in the show எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்ச ஒரு விஷயம் அப்படின்னா இந்த லெட்டர் செக்மெண்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது. End of your journal, when you have to give it a personal touch, நீங்க உங்களுக்கு 2 லெட்டர்ஸ் எழுதுறீங்க. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு லெட்டர் and உங்களை சார்ந்து இருக்கவங்களுக்கு ஒரு லெட்டர். So probably if you have to articulate a letter to yourself, what would you say and why would you say that?
Letter to myself. I think I would tell myself not to be hard on myself, on yourself rather. Like it's in my past tense, right? I'm writing it.
Yeah.
So the letter would be not to be too hard on yourself. Chill. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to sometimes not be able to give you 100% because it's not possible to give you 100%. And whatever you have done well. So don't worry, it's been a good, beautiful life.
if you have to write a letter to somebody that you've been wanting to say something, அதுக்கான சரியான சுச்சுவேஷன் அமையல, ப்ராபப்ளி நிறைய நேரங்கள் அதை எக்ஸ்பிரசிவாக கூட சொல்லியிருக்க மாட்டோம். ஸோ அப்படி யாருக்காவது ஏதாவது எழுதணும்னா யாருக்கு எழுதுவீங்க? வாட் would you write?
I think I would write to Sasi sir. I would write a beautiful letter saying thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done for me. Thank you for giving me this beautiful life in Tamil cinema. And in the past tense, I will write that maybe there was a reason why our film was delayed. It's because it was meant to be a blockbuster. It was meant to come at the right time and connect with the right audiences. So this too shall pass.
And 100 கோடி வானவில் கண்டிப்பா வரும். ஆமா, நிச்சயமா வரும். And I'm really praying and hoping for it. So 2026 or 2027 or whatever year it is, we're going to celebrate that.
Yes, for sure.
One more time we're doing this podcast. Thank you so much for giving your time, and I had a very good conversation. நாங்க ஒவ்வொரு முறை இந்த இப்படிக்கு வந்து ஒருத்தவங்களை கூப்பிடும்போது நிறைய தமிழ் கெஸ்ட் தான் வந்திருக்காங்க. இந்த கான்வர்சேஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது நான் நினைச்சேன் உங்களுக்கு இது எந்த அளவுக்கு இருக்கும், எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு நிறைய யோசனை இருந்தது. I'm very content because I think this is the beauty of languages. It goes beyond words are இருக்கட்டும், நம்ம பேசின விஷயமா இருக்கட்டும், beyond language we were connected through hearts, and I really wish you luck for the new year and new releases. All the 3 films have to be a blockbuster, including Retta Thala.
I hope so.
And once again, thank you.
Thank you. And I'm so glad that we did this, because your questions were again beautiful, and because they were so, thought-provoking. It was very difficult for me to articulate it in Tamil. So because like I said, my thought process is in English, and I wanted to do justice to your questions.
And that's absolutely okay.
Yeah. And even about Retta Thala, I think who have watched the film and given me love, thank you so much. And whoever haven't, I think I would just advise them, not advise them, but I would request them to please go and watch the film.
So guys, please do watch Retta Thala in theaters, and I'm sure you will love it. நீங்க பார்க்கலனா இன்னும் பாருங்க. பார்த்துட்டீங்கன்னா கமெண்ட் செக்ஷன்ல அது எப்படி இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்க. I would love to hear that as well. And நாங்க உங்களை அப்படியே அனுப்ப போறது கிடையாது. We have a love hamper for you. And அது பர்சனலா கியூரேட் பண்ணோம். ஸோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கும் நான் நம்புறேன். I'm just hoping.
I love gifts.
Thank you for coming to Ippadikku, and Divine Foods and Events வழங்கக்கூடிய ஒரு அழகான ஹேம்பர் உங்களுக்கு. நீங்க அதுக்கப்புறம் போகும்போது பாருங்க, உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கும் நான் நம்புறேன். ஓகே, அண்ட் we have a photo wall here. ஸோ யாரெல்லாம் வராங்களோ அவங்களோட அழகான ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து அவங்களோட நோட்டோட நாங்கள் வந்து எண்ட் பண்ணுவோம் இந்த கான்வர்சேஷனை. ஸோ அதனால சித்தி அவர்களுடைய ஜேர்னி இப்படிக்கு எப்படி இருந்தது, இந்த இப்படிக்கு சித்தியில் எவ்வளோ தூரம் நீங்கள் பேசியிருக்கீங்க, whatever you wish to share, you can share it to us. நாங்கள் ஒரு நோட் தரோம், அதில் நீங்கள் எழுதிட்டு அப்படியே ஒரு அழகாக ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்துட்டு we'll add it in the memory lane. Okay,
let's do it.
Yes.
Your handwriting very bad, huh?
பரவாயில்ல.